6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. 6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Ayesha Nayab. First, the headlines. Prime Minister says operation has been launched across the country, especially in border areas to prevent smuggling. Talking to a delegation of Bohra community in Islamabad today, Anwarul Haq Kakar emphasized for joint efforts to purge society of intolerance and foster brotherhood. Pakistan and Uzbekistan have reaffirmed their resolve to further build on the strategic partnership. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, protest demonstrations were held in Jammu region today against the anti-people policies of the Modi regime. UN Human Rights Council has expressed alarm over the misuse of counter-terrorism measures against ethnic minorities of Manipur state of India. The first one-day international of three-match series between Pakistan women and South Africa women will be played at Karachi tomorrow. And now the news in detail. Caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haq Kakar says operation has been launched across the country, especially in border areas to prevent smuggling. Talking to a delegation of Islamabad Chamber of Commerce and Industry in Islamabad today, he said crackdowns carried out during the last 48 hours against smuggling have yielded positive results. The Prime Minister said consultations are underway with the neighbouring countries for promotion of trade. He said neighbouring countries have welcomed our action against smuggling. Anwarul Haq Kakar said addressing problems of the business community is the foremost priority of the government. He recognized that despite current economic situation, the business community is playing an important role in economic development. Anwarul Haq Kakar said the government is, despite current economic situation, the business community is playing an important role. Anwarul Haq Kakar further said the government is ensuring reforms in tax collection system for which the tax system is being digitalized. Caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haq Kakar has emphasized collective efforts to rid society of intolerance and foster brotherhood. He expressed these views while talking to a delegation of Bohra community headed by Shehzada Hussain Burhanuddin in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister said religious tolerance and harmony are the golden principles of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, which provide us guidance to move forward. Acknowledging the services of the Bohra community in various sectors, including social welfare, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, which provided us guidance to move forward. Acknowledging the services of Bohra community in various sectors, including social welfare, education and economic fields, he directed the authorities concerned to enhance cooperate with the community and provide with them all facilities. On the occasion, the delegation apprised the Prime Minister of various ongoing projects of the Bohra community, especially under construction hospital in Karachi. Pakistan and Uzbekistan have reaffirmed their resolve to further build on the strategic partnership. The resolve was expressed during a meeting between Chief of Army Staff General Syed Asim Munir and President of Uzbekistan Shavkat Mirziyoyev in Tashkent. They also exchanged opinion on issues of mutual concern, including connectivity, security and situation in Afghanistan. The Army Chief also had meetings with the Minister of Defense of Uzbekistan and other senior Uzbek officials. Pakistan and Belgium have agreed to enhance cooperation in all fields, especially trade and investment. The consensus to this effect was reached between caretaker Foreign Minister Jalil Abbas Jalani and Ambassador of Belgium to Pakistan Charles Stollengy at a meeting in Islamabad today. They discussed the areas of bilateral cooperation and important regional and global development. First Lady Begum Samina Alvi has called for sustained measures to overcome the issue of mental health as well as to ensure well-being of people in the conflict zones. She expressed these views in her video message for the third summit of the First Ladies and Gentlemen being held in Kyiv, Ukraine. Begum Samina Alvi also highlighted that the brutalities against the Muslims in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir by India for over 7 decades badly impacted the mental health of Kashmiris. She said that Pakistan desires to see a peaceful settlement of conflicts around the world. This is Radio Pakistan. Air Force Day is being observed today with national pride to commemorate the valor of the defenders of airspace of the country against Indian aggression in September 1965 war. In the 1965 war, the valiant Pakistani pilot, despite limited resources, not only repelled Indian air attacks but also handed India a resounding defeat, displaying unparalleled expertise in aerial combat and unwavering courage. The PF ace Muhammad Mahmood Alam, commonly known as MM Alam, shot down 5 Indian Air Force Hawker Hunter Mk-56 fighters in less than a minute. 5 terrorists of a banned outfit were killed in an exchange of fire with security forces in Habrag area of Quetta today. According to spokesman of the Counter-Terrorism Department Balochistan, a huge cache of arms and ammunition and suicide jackets was also recovered from them. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, protest demonstrations were held in Jammu and Kashmir region against anti-people policies of the Modi regime. According to Kashmir Media Service, people assembled at Gandhinagar in Jammu city and protested against the installation of smart meters with ulterior motive of fleecing the already overburdened Kashmiri people. The protesters chanted anti-India slogans for ignoring the aspirations of the local people and further alienating them. A report released by Kashmir Media Service today deplored that over 4,000 Kashmiris, including APHC leaders, human rights activists, journalists, youth, students, and ulama, continue to face illegal detention in jails of India and occupied Jammu and Kashmir without trial. Most of these detainees, including women, have been slapped for draconian laws, Public Safety Act and Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, and have been kept in complete isolation in jails. Meanwhile, India's dreaded National Investigation Agency court has issued a proclamation notice against a pro-freedom activist Aqib Ahmad Chiragori in Batagam. Geneva-based UN Human Rights Council has expressed alarm over misuse of counter-terrorism measures against ethnic minorities in Manipur state of India. In a joint statement, 19 experts at the council have called on India to eradicate all laws that interfere with the exercise of religious freedom and perpetuate persecution of religious and ethnic minorities. The statement makes a mention of religious freedom conditions in India which have worsened in recent years as laws at local, state and national levels encourage mob and vigilante groups to carry out violent campaigns against religious minorities. Over 200 people of Methi and Kuki Christian tribes have been killed and thousands displaced so far due to violence in Manipur that started in April this year. The G20 group of developing economies have agreed to grant permanent membership to the African Union. The decision will give the African bloc status of a full-fledged member like the European Union instead of the previous invited international organization status. African Union is a continental body of 55 member states. A 2-day international conference on food security began in Samarkand, Uzbekistan today. 32 countries and 30 international organizations are attending the conference that will discuss international food safety standards and aspects of national security in the field of ecology and food. South Korea has called for immediate halting any attempt to engage with North Korea on military affairs. Addressing a sideline meeting of ASEAN Summit in Jakarta, Indonesia, South Korea President Yoon Suk-yeol said such attempt may jeopardize regional and international peace. This comes amid reports that arms negotiations between North Korea and Russia are actively advancing, and North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un plans to visit Moscow soon to meet President Vladimir Putin. The first one-day international of 3-match series between Pakistan women and South Africa women will be played at Karachi tomorrow. Match will start at 3:30 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Earlier, Pakistan women had whitewashed the 3-match series T20 series. And finally, the weather report. Dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while humid in plain areas during the next 12 hours. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.